Fiancée Rose and I have been together for 5 years, and now that we're engaged, things have gone downhill really quickly. Recently, my fiancé was chosen to be promoted to a position in a different department after someone was leaving the company, and we knew about the promotion for some time. Rose was so excited because she waited years to be promoted to manager. I didn't know this at the time, but as the date of the promotion neared, Rose began to ghost her job and ignore various warnings/calls about absences because of her anxiety surrounding it. Mind you, she never talked about her anxiety towards this until after she got fired. Then, Rose revealed that instead of going to work and returning when her shift ended these past 3 weeks, she would instead stay in her car on her phone or go to the gym or a friend sometimes. When I asked her why she lied for so long, she said that her team wanted to throw her a small party to celebrate her promotion before she would leave. But the party made her anxious because she doesn't like to be celebrated because it's embarrassing. Rose also said that public speaking gave her anxiety too, and after learning that she would have to say a few words in a bigger joint meeting after receiving the new promotion, she couldn't bring herself to go to work. I honestly refused to believe anything Rose said because I didn't want to believe that she could lie to me like this. Over the course of those 3 weeks, she ignored calls/emails from her job on her absences until she was fired after numerous warnings. Then, Rose told me she wanted to go to therapy, and asked me to pay for it, in order to work on her anxiety before looking for a new job, and asked if I could cover the expenses in the meantime. So, not only had she lied to me about going to work, ghosted her job, but now she wanted me to overwork myself because she didn't bother speaking to me about her anxiety? My answer was no, especially because she was being selfish. I told her that I didn't appreciate her lying or entitlement to ask me to cover bills for a few months before she searches for a new job. Rose immediately got defensive and claimed I was being unfair because she's planning to go to therapy. While I appreciate her wanting to get over her anxiety, she's going to put us in a financial burden, and I just really wish she would have told me all about this before getting fired. Rose knows how much I value communication, but she chose to keep this a secret from me. In the end, I said I needed a break to reconsider our relationship/engagement away from her. Rose wasn't exactly understanding of my decision, but she would be able to stay with a friend for a few days. However, just 2 days later I called her to say I wanted to call off the engagement and wanted her to remove whatever belongings she didn't take with her. She cried over the phone and begged me to reconsider. I admit my decision might have been an over-exaggeration at the time, but I'm glad I did that by then because my ex-fiancée revealed her true self the very next day. My friend sent me a screenshot of Rose's Twitter page. I was confused at first until I saw that she had posted that I hit her when she told me she had been fired and that's why she broke off the engagement. Rose went ahead and told all of our mutual friends this lie, and many have sided with her. She also reached out to my job to report her abuse, and how could they allow an abuser to work at such a fine company? Luckily, I was not being fired because I had never displayed violent behavior before, so I was let off with a warning, but was told if the allegations were true, I was going to get fired. They're not, but I really need a way to prove my innocence. As the hours pass by, Rose has made several claims on social media that I've been hitting her and making fun of her for seeking therapy. I've been getting calls and texts from my friends saying they can no longer associate with a woman beater and have blocked me. My parents also reached out, and because they liked Rose, they've expressed how disappointed they are in me and how could I do that to poor, sweet Rose. It's honestly getting on my nerves. I told them she was lying, but until I got actual proof, I was disowned. I've also noticed that Rose's friends have been spreading this lie around on their social media as well. The one she's currently staying with posted about how my ex-fiancé crashed with her because I was aggressive in the past and didn't want her to accept the promotion. She also posted that I was jealous and insecure because with her promotion, she would be making more money than me. So, I threatened her to not accept it. I don't get how that makes any sense because I was so happy my wife got promoted, and I've told her how much she deserves the promotion and how proud I am of her. Posts aside, Rose came to collect her belongings, but she didn't even have the decency to get her stuff herself. Instead, she sent 2 of her friends while she waited in the car, completely refusing to see me at all. Not only that, but Rose called a job she knew I was interviewing for some time, and I haven't heard back about my second interview since, even though I was highly qualified for the job and they liked my work. I'm pissed that she's ruining my life like this, so I hired a lawyer to discuss how I can turn things around and prove my innocence.